Hey friends, I'm continuing my 31 days of horror movie villains. We're on day 2 and today I'm taking a request. We're going to talk about the Hell Priest himself, Pinhead. Before I continue, if you like horror movie and pop culture content, give your girl a follow. I appreciate it. So Pinhead is a pretty scary guy. He's basically a Cenobite and he kind of leads this group of Cenobites that's called the Order of the Gash. Pinhead was not always a Cenobite though. He was originally a human being. His name was Elliot Spencer and he was a soldier in World War I. Basically, he went through the war and he developed a lot of PTSD and he lost his faith in humanity and in God, and so he started living the hedonistic lifestyle until he came across the Lament configuration, the box that's basically a portal to hell. Basically, when you open the Lament configuration, you're kind of tested. You are tested to see if you are Cenobite material. If you are not, you are basically tortured, sent to hell for all eternity. If you do pass the test and you are Cenobite material, you are taken into hell. You're basically mutilated and turned into a Cenobite. So Elliot became Pinhead, is basically given the nails in his head, the Hell Priest. Basically, the Cenobites follow Leviathan, and their goal is basically just to take people who open the box and torture them for all eternity, because they basically cannot tell the difference between pleasure and pain. To them, it is indistinguishable. And so we are introduced to Pinhead in the first Hellraiser movie. A lot of stuff happens in this movie. This guy named Frank, who's a really terrible person, opens the box, he gets killed. Some blood is spilled on the spot where he gets killed. He kind of comes back as like this gross, skinless creature that convinces this awful woman that he had an affair with to bring people to him so he can kind of feed off of them to get his human form back. She does that. A niece named Kirsty that accidentally opens the box, and Pinhead tries to take her, but she's kind of able to convince him to take Frank back instead. Frank tries to trick her. He kills the woman that was helping him, but he's eventually taken by Pinhead and the Cenobites, and Kirsty basically evades Pinhead, and she tries to get rid of the box at the end of the film, but the box has these guardians, and the box is taken away from her. We get 11 movies in the Hellraiser franchise where people eventually find the box, open the box, they're confronted with Pinhead, they're confronted with the Cenobites, a bunch of stuff happens. We do get a little bit more of the lore of the box. The box was like created by this toy maker, and we see many people in his lineage kind of come face to face with different forms of the box throughout the series. Pinhead also goes through different forms. Like we see in one movie, he's kind of separated into two different entities, like his Pinhead form and his human form. There are just so many movies in this franchise, and Pinhead is portrayed by multiple different people, but he's mainly portrayed by Doug Bradley in like 8 of the 11 films. Pinhead has a pretty high kill count in regards to horror movie villains. He has 321 deaths under his belt. I have not seen all the films in the Hellraiser franchise because there's just so many films in the franchise, and I've heard some of them are better than others. But overall, I think Pinhead is a pretty scary villain, and I definitely think he deserves to be on like the Mount Rushmore of horror movie icons. That concludes day 2 of our 31 days of horror movie villains. Come back tomorrow for day 3.